Paradise Season 1 is gone tomorrow in Lost Ark, but we already now have the news about Season 2 arriving in China, and we are most likely going to get something very similar, so let's take a look. So here we have the notes. I do want to say, of course, that some of these names are going to be different in China than they are for us, so I'll make sure to tell it in our names as well. So first of all, of course, there is going to be a brand new season for them on the 12th of November. For us, it should be coming, I'm pretty sure, on the 19th, which is pretty awesome. When the season resets on November 5th, which for us is of course on the 12th. Okay, its noble phantasms and power will be cleared, but clearing the power will not affect the attribute damage of the orbs. So we are keeping the orbs. Some people were of course scared about that. Are we keeping our orbs? Yes, we're keeping them, and we're getting some new ones as well, which could be pretty awesome. So let's go into the new optimization and updates that have been happening. So first of all, of course, there is going to be 6 new resonance effects added. So don't worry about this too much. There is going to be a very big change with resonance, which is going to be coming in a little bit. So that is something that's going to be pretty interesting to see. And as well, of course, in the early stage of Season 1 in Paradise, you could actually get really high tier items. You could, if you're super lucky, on floor 1, get an ancient. So they actually removed that. You cannot get it anymore. So it's somewhat limited. So that's kind of interesting to see. So you cannot get like a really high thing. It's to get a more like a gradual increase and not have someone like being super lucky, getting an ancient on floor 1, and you're stuck with commons, and then like, you know, you can never beat them. So they kind of made some changes in there that's not possible anymore. Season 1, there was a very big difference between a relic and an ancient weapon. So they now didn't do that anymore. So there now is not like a super big gap between a relic and an ancient, but they now made the gap bigger between a low quality and a high quality. Because we saw that sometimes like there wasn't that much of a gap between like a like one of the Fade Ember 100% quality ones or like a 60% quality, but now there's going to be a way bigger difference in between the quality than between the ranks, which is I think is very good as well. As well, the resonance level cap, guys, was now level 15. It's going to be up to 18, reducing some of the attributes differences between each level. With the introduction of the new refinement stages, the usable range of stones was also adjusted. So we're now going to have a maximum level of 18 on all of our stuff. So now legendary can go up to level 12, relic to 16. And actually, I think it's nice that there's only like 2 parts of this. So it's only 17 and 18 is going to be done with the ancient tier tempering stones. And as well, the success rate of the resonance and acquisition rate of the special 1 and 2 star ancients has been increased. So the Fade Amber chances has been increased, which is awesome. And as well, and this is the biggest one, and that is that resonance now, instead of a 55% base, which it currently has, it's currently has like a 55% chance to go up and 45% to go down. It now has been upped to 70% to go up and 30% to go down. So of course you're going to still see that sometimes stuff goes down, but you're going to have a lot more times that something goes up, which is going to be very, very nice. Up next, they added in 3 new Paradise Orbs. Sadly, there is no information on how much damage they do or whatever, but they're just different things. So we have ourselves these right here. We have the Frost Blooms, condensing the surrounding air, releasing a flower of ice. We have the Electromagnetic Breakthrough, a strong electric current left at the target, causing an explosion. And this is going to be the new support one. So we're still keeping the old one. So the healing one is there, but now there is a visualized Realm of Sacred Power, which shields you and your teammates. There is now as well going to be a new display setting, which is just going to be a visibility slider for the effects, which is going to be absolutely awesome for orbs. But as well, it's going to affect as well the Azina's Blessing. So that's actually very, very, very cool. So there now is going to be a slider for the opacity on those things. So that's very, very cool. I already thought that it was like pretty good visual-wise at the moment, but that you have 100% freedom of how you want to display these effects, I think is absolutely perfect. Up next is going to be your Crucible. So this is, of course, going to be your boss fight. Right now, of course, we have 10 floors. It's going to be expanded to 15. And when you enter stage 15, the boss's health will greatly increase and adventurers will need to do as much damage possible within a limited time to pursue high ranking. So this is going to be a bit different from our season right now. Currently, right now, it's trying to figure out how to do and how to kill the boss in the shortest amount of time possible. But how this seems is that probably this boss is unkillable or hardly unkillable. Maybe like you can kill it like in like 50 or 60 seconds, whatever it's going to be. But it's probably going to be something that it matters how much damage you're totally actually doing instead of like how fast you can kill something, which I think is a lot better. It gets rid of a lot more RNG right now. Like, oh, is the boss going to queue a counter? Is the boss going to do a roar? Is the boss going to go a little bit left, a little bit right? And it's just nice that they're going to get rid of that. And it's just more like a how much damage can you do. Up next is going to be a Hell Key update. This one's nothing too crazy interesting, and that's just simply that there is going to be a 1700 version, which you can as well craft with cube tickets as well. And we at the start of the season had a different kind of key compared to the end of the season, and we're going to immediately start off with the end of the season key as well. So it will be pretty cool. And this, of course, is a big one. We are now going to be able to get different new rewards from Hell, and this, of course, something people have been looking at, and people have been like, oh, please remove this, remove this. So okay, this is going to be interesting. So the rewards that are removed are silver, are going to be as well leap stones, and as well are going to be the legacy chest items as well. So they're going to be like the resonance stones and the armor. So those 4 ones are gone. It's super massive. And there is a new one added, and I am a very... I told this. I was like, this needs to be added to the Hell Key. It's, in my opinion, more important than those other ones. So they removed 4, added 1. So this is very good, guys. You're gonna get yourself a lot more abilities and all that kind of stuff. And that is going to be that there now is a ability stone chest in there, and it's a selectable ability stone, and this is massive. Getting a 7/7 if you do not have an event character is an absolute pain. It costs hundreds of thousands to even millions of gold to get a simple 7/7. Not even thinking about a 9/7, guys. But you can now choose select stones from here, and then you can choose just a stone, you can choose the stat, so you can choose the engravings, so you can finally chase the 9/7 on your main without having to pay millions of gold. I am personally gonna choose stone chest whenever I see it on all my big characters, because in my opinion a 9/7 is one of the most OP things you can get. Now you can get it from here, which is absolutely awesome as well. Another chest has been added, and that's going to be, of course, for the new Arc Grid Jewel. So there's going to be a new Jewel one as well, which I think is pretty cool, which is awesome. And as well, there's going to be another chest added for some more scrolls again for the Arc Grid. One thing I didn't see in here, but it's changed as well, is that now the accessory boxes are cut with silver. So right now, of course, if you get yourself the accessory boxes from Paradise, they are cut with gold. They're now changed to silver as well. Here we see some more leaderboard rewards updates for the Season 2 banners. So the Season 1 banners are not coming back. It is going to be a one-time thing. So that's confirmed now as well, that everyone that got the Season 1 rewards are exclusively going to be for Season 1. So they're not coming back. The only things you can see that these are the exact same as the Season 1 ones, but there is a Season 2 little letter at the bottom. But that's going to be all the news you need to know about the Season 2 of Paradise. It's going to be absolutely exciting, but we are not done yet here, because there actually is some more stuff that you need to know, in my opinion, because there is more patch notes. And first of all, guys, there is going to be some gold nerfs in China, and this could as well mean that we are gonna get these as well, because there's no way that China, which is a new region, has more gold nerfs than us. So this could come with our patch as well. So the first part, guys, at the top right here is not that interesting, because that is going to be the A-gear change that they made the gold more bound, and that they nerfed Behemoth and all that kind of stuff. But right here, guys, this one right here is going to be Belshazzar normal mode and hard mode. So hard mode did not, I think, get any adjustments, because they're just going to be the same. But you can see that now the normal mode did get themselves more bound gold. So they shift some of the gold that's unbound to bound, which we do not have in our region for normal mode. So that's going to be quite interesting. There as well as now a nice little visualization for gems to equip them. Nothing too crazy about that. They have the update for the female fighters of their pose, which is very, very nice. So hopefully we're gonna get that as well in our update this month, if they already have it. And as well, some of the neck changes for Sork and Bard and stuff like for the mages, because their neck is very, very long, guys. But they did change it, of course, as well in Korea, and China now gets it as well. There's going to be some new customization options. Finally, the super long male hair is here. So like I said, this could and probably will come to our version as well, because there's no way that we are not getting this already. And as well, there's going to be some new stuff for in the Stronghold, which is a very cute new hat, new outfit, a little bunny as well, little outfits, very, very, very cute. And there's as well going to be a new amusement park. And there is going to be a new jukebox for the Stronghold setting. Please, I need this to put to 0. I hate getting my ears blasted by the Stronghold music every single second I try to get a feast. And then as well some very, very interesting skill and combat optimizations, which are like really, really big. And that's going to be when entering the fighting minigame mode, which is just more like when you're entering like a mode or anything like that, and there's going to be something happening like a cutscene or whatever. Sometimes you would be thrown out of a mode, or you would just lose your gauge. So now they've changed it for these classes right here. So for Paladin, for Valkyrie, for Gunlancer, for example, or you have like Demonic, like your modes would cancel, or you would just literally lose full your gauge. But now what's going to happen is going to stop. It's going to either keep you in the mode afterwards, which it currently doesn't, or it refunds the amount of gauge you had while you're starting punching, for example, with Asura. So if you start punching, cutscene happens, maybe you've used 20% of it, 80% then of that gauge gets refunded, which is absolutely massive. Very, very, very good. There's more changes which are not interesting, but the one as well with the free tappies, there's now going to be a difference in where it's placed, so you can instantly just spam the button on one spot and boom, you can just keep on holding. So no more like up, down, which we have to do right now, which is absolutely amazing. And that's it, guys. That is all the interesting things that's going to be happening. Of course, there's no guarantee that we're going to get all these like cool extra things like the new hairstyles and new stuff. Like, this is not confirmed, but we know we're getting Season 2 Paradise, and we know that we can expect all these things right here. So, of course, let me know what you guys think about the Season 2. Do you think it's safe? Do you think it's bad? I think it's really, really good. The stones are amazing. Like, the really bad drops have been removed. No more leap stones, guys. No more silver. No more legacy materials. And they've been replaced with cool stuff like our grid, and as well, of course, ability stones to finally chase that 9-7. So, if you guys did enjoy, I would highly appreciate a like down below, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys again soon for another video. Take care.